Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. How would it feel to grow an investment account from $100 all the way to $1 million? Well, welcome to the first series in this episode where we are going to be doing just that. The goal is to, throughout the course of a couple years, grow an investment account from $100 all the way to $1 million. And I would love for you guys to come along on that journey with me. And I'm doing this to show everyone that would ever get a chance to watch this first video that it's possible wherever you are in your journey to $1 million. And if you've passed that milestone, then good for you. But this is for those people who have tried consistently, but just haven't either stuck with the process or have tried 3, 4 times to actually build a portfolio, but just couldn't muster the consistency to see it through to completion. Um, to get right into it and to actually start, what we're going to be doing in this video is actually creating the account and also making our first two investments. And then the reviews of the account will happen on a monthly basis, ideally every Friday, every first Friday of the month. And then a couple things real quick. The platform we're going to be using is going to be Wealthsimple. And then we are going to be injecting cash into the account 2 times per month on the 8th and the 24th of every month. And the amount we're going to be using is a minimum of $100 up to a maximum of $250. And the reason why I do this, minimum maximum is to have some flexibility because right now I have some debts and I'm servicing on paying off. So until I pay those off, obviously, if I could add much more than 250, I would. But until I pay those off first, this is the structure we're going to be using, just so there's flexibility in my monthly spend. So if I can put more towards the account, then I put 250. If not, then minimum $100 each injection. To jump right into it, we already signed into our Wealthsimple account. We're going to be using the non-registered account. The reason why I cannot use TFSA is because I already have a TFSA account going, so I don't want to mess that up. So for this whole channel, we're going to be using the non-registered account. We're going to be also, you know, do self-directed investing and click on next. And we are going to have to sign some terms and conditions. I'm just going to confirm that. And then we can go ahead and fund our account. So right now I'm going to be starting off with $100. Um, and we are going to be making our first investments together. Now, obviously, when it comes to self-directed investing, there's this talk about, you know, um, portfolio strategy or how are we going to like categorize in terms of like, or what are we going to spend on or invest on. For to keep things simple, and this is obviously going to grow and change as we go further into this journey. There's going to be, again, this is just, again, I'm going to give an example first. So it can be like 40% to stocks, 30% to ETFs. You can put 10% on metals, and then the rest cash. But for me, to keep this simple, I'm going to do 40% individual stocks, 40% ETFs, and then 20% cash. And the reason why I'm doing this is because, the reason why I always like to have cash in the reserves is because, there could be a day when, say Trump makes an announcement or a headline and then the market just crashes. Well, I can use that 20% balance to, buy a couple, if it's more ETFs or more individual stocks at a discounted rate. That's why you should always have cash in set aside for times like that. Um, so real quick, I already have a couple stocks that I have here, and I'm going to digress a little bit. I'm going to show you guys how, as a like beginner entry level, if you're looking for stocks and or like I don't want to do all the research or the analysis and stuff like that. You can come to SPDR, the Spider ETFs, and essentially what this does is it has like all the industries, communication, discretionary. staples, materials, real estate, technology. And you can look through, I'm going to use technology as an example in this video. And looking through each of them, you're going to see a couple companies. Um, you're going to see a couple companies, and they are going to be weighted based on um, how much is of that company's stock is allocated to the ETF. So here, for example, we have Nvidia, we have Microsoft, we have Apple, Broadcom, Oracle, and for me, long-term investing is about a value investing. It's about investing in things that in companies that you love, companies that you understand, companies that you're comfortable with for 10, 15 years. And so the easiest way to kind of go about this is, again, going back and picking an industry that resonates with you. Um, Energy, finance. I'm going to go with technology for the sake of it because that's what I'm interested in. And um, you can just look at the top five, top six. Oh, which one in terms of like products, what kind of products do they make? What kind of services do they offer in terms of like future growth? How likely are they to grow? Year over year, like 5, 10 years. What does the outlook look like? The research and development, like so, in terms of like um, quantum, so quantum computing, robotics, artificial intelligence. Those are some of the things that I kind of like, go back and forth in my mind when it comes to technology. So those are the kind of things that I'm focusing on. And so for the ETF itself, I'm going to allocate, 40% to the technology sector, um, XLK, and then for my individual stock, I'm going to pick Microsoft Corp. And the reason why I'm doing that again is because of again, I've done my research, my own personal research, and I feel like Microsoft has the edge when it comes to quantum computing. I believe that is the future. Again, that's my own take. Hence why I'm going to be starting off by investing heavily in Microsoft Corp. So what we're going to do real quick, we're going to put 40%. One quick call out is that Wealthsimple. So if you're buying US stocks, it doesn't automatically calculate your dollar value in Canadian dollars. It does it in USD. So you're going to have to do that manual calculation by yourself. So if I wanted to, for example, if I say $30, this is 30 um, USD, not 30 Canadian dollars. So if you see, if I go next, it's going to say 42, but we want 40 Canadian because that's 40% of our um, balance, of our cash balance. So we're going to go back here. I think it's 29. That would give us 40. Trying to get to as close as 40 as possible. Um, we're going to queue that order. Today's Saturday, so the markets are closed. So it's going to be filled um, first thing on Monday. And then the second thing, or the second we're going to buy is Microsoft Corp. I think I have that here. Market buy $1.29. Okay, queue order. So now if we go back, we should have both of them pending. So again, hopefully the goal is to take this from $100 to $1 million, and I really hope that you guys can go along with me on this journey. In between the reviews and the videos, we're going to be going through some tools, some platforms, stock analysis, crypto analysis, and stuff like that. So it's going to be, very educational and also fun. But I really hope to build a community of folks that are, you know, not only like trying to learn more about investing and actually doing more, but folks who would also want to teach others as well. Like it's not that difficult. Like you can do it, stick to a plan, and you should be successful. So yeah, to quickly, can I do a quick recap? Again, the goal, or what the goal is. Reviews are going to happen every first Friday of the month. I'm going to be injecting, as a minimum every month, $100, up to a maximum of $500. Sorry, minimum of $200, up to a maximum of $500. So that's every 8th and 24th of the month. we're going to inject a minimum of $100 and then maximum $250. Again, you can adjust those numbers based on your income level and your debt level as well. But for me, that's what I feel comfortable contributing to this portfolio. Obviously, as time goes on, that will change, and we will invest more as time goes on. But for right now, that's what we're going to start off with. You don't have to start off with like $1,000 or $5,000. No, you can start off with $100, and that's what we're doing. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Seeing you guys in the comments, seeing you guys on social media, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Oh my God, baby.